It's time for Juco Jam, presented to you by Dream Big Athletics, hosted by Tad Slowick, an exciting new podcast bringing you all the great action from Juco baseball. Here you'll find weekly updates from around the country, highlighting the teams, players, and coaches who impact the game at the junior college level. Everything you want to learn about Juco baseball can be found here and on our website at dreambigathletics.com. There you'll find our weekly team rankings, the top player rankings headed into the spring, and all the news of what is happening in the game at the junior college level. On this show, you will have many guests, coaches, players who will give us insight on the day-to-day, behind-the-scenes working of junior college baseball. And now our host, Tad Slowick.
Welcome, baseball fans, to another great episode of the Juco Jam Baseball Podcast brought to you by Dream Big Athletics. I'm your host, Tad Slowick, and with me is my good buddy, Lou Temple. Lou, how are you today?
Woo! Fishing's fine, Tad Slowick. I like how you said another great episode because it is great, and it wouldn't be great without our sponsors, St. Louis Productions, who provides all your online junior college baseball games presented, and as well our other sponsor, MVP Baseball Solutions, Softball Solutions up in the rural Chicago area that has all elements of baseball development, softball development, lessons, nutrition, weight training, philosophy, mental aspect of the game, of which you're part of. We're grateful to have them as partners with us, and of course Dream Big Athletics, of which we are, and all of your junior college go-to information is on dreambigathletics.com. Please go there and subscribe, because you're going to get exposed to some secret behind-the-scenes information as far as lists go, non-committed, player rankings. There's just a lot of JUCO information that you can't find anywhere else. And speaking of finding anywhere else, we're going to talk about Division III, Tad, of which you are really good at staying on top of. We're lining up towards the end of the season, and how are things shifting?
Yeah, I mean, it's been an interesting year at Division III. It's been a little bit all over the place. Gloucester usually is a team that totally dominates, and they're having a good year again, no doubt about it. But there's been some other teams that have come and are ready for the challenge this year, particularly Northampton. Northampton's been playing really well, been pitching, playing defense, swinging the bats good, and they knocked off Gloucester, and
Wow.
they look like they're ready to contend. It's going to be an interesting region up there with them and Gloucester and Brookdale. Brookdale's had a great year too.
Oh, good.
Strung a lot of wins together, playing a lot of good baseball, and those three teams have been pretty much dominant in that New Jersey area there. And then, you move up a little bit north of there, and, you got the New York area where, Niagara has been strong again. They got some really good pitching, and, Herkimer is always going to battle also there. And, I give Erie a shout out. Erie's been playing really well lately, and, I give them a little shout out to be in the mix here come down the stretch. All these conference championships are being decided. All these regional deciding the top teams are being decided. And, the Northeast is really strong in Division III baseball. I mean, they really got some good quality teams up there. And, that's some really good Division III baseball. A lot of teams too. So don't count out Northern Essex too from the Massachusetts area. So
interesting. It's always hard in the northeast region, because you come out of fall ball, then you go into the extreme winter, so you're in the gym. So the teams and the makeup of the team can change from being out in the fall ball into the gym and then coming out into the spring. I think it's more difficult to predict, but it's also really interesting, and it's a lot of fun to see the new players.
Yeah, a lot of teams hitting stride right now.
How about the Dallas area, Tad? Tell us a little bit about the big players down in Dallas.
Yeah, Dallas has gotten some really good quality players down there. Eastfield is really the Harvest Bees, are the
That's
team
right.
that is real strong there. But Richland is right under heels. Richland has had a great year, and the Thunder Ducks. So you got some good names down there again. At least the Thunder Ducks and the Harvest Bees. So
That's it. That's it. They'll go to battle with each other. They're
yeah, so
ferocious creatures.
that's right, the Ducks and the Bees. So anyway, so they're going to battle it out down there. Cedar Valley's had a nice run of things, but those two teams seem to separate themselves from everybody else. Then down in the southeast, you got Surrey has made a really good run the year, and then Camp has made a really nice had a really nice season up in Virginia there, and they've been really strong. They had a strong finish last year too, and I think that the same's going to happen this year. They're going to finish strong, and it's going to be a great battle to see who comes out of that region, that area. So it'll be good. And then up in my neck of the woods, up in the Midwest, first of all, you got over a little east of me, you got Owens probably is the top team in Ohio this year. They got off to a real slow start, and then have come on really strong and played the way they're capable of. And the biggest mystery to me is in my own backyard here in the Chicago area with Joliet, Oakton, DuPage, Waubonsee.
Damn.
All these teams have had their chances to, rise above everybody else, but then they have their downsides too. No
Nobody's
one's
willing to
really,
just take the bull by the horns and take the division.
yeah, no one has had a big run. Usually, Joliet or Oakton or someone has a big run and puts a lot of wins together, but no one's really, shown that they're supreme yet. I mean, Joliet plays a tough schedule. They go down to Texas a lot, and they get beat up a little bit down there. But they usually have come out of it, and when they get up north, they usually get on a run, and they really haven't this year. So that whole region is up for grabs. I think that anybody can win that one, and then the winner of that one's going to have to go over and play Owens over there in Ohio probably. But like I said, mystery to me. I've seen these teams play, and like I said, you catch them on the right day, and they look really strong and sharp, and then on other days they're not looking as good. So, like I said, it'll be interesting to see who comes out of the Midwest here. So.
And are these Division Three? Are we getting towards the end of their schedule, or are they still got a couple weeks left?
Yeah, they'll play a week or so into May, and then they got postseason after that. But it's coming down the stretch too. And these teams that haven't put it together yet better start putting it together, or they're going to be left out in the cold. So.
Right, right. Well, that is an exciting time. We're excited about how this Division Three is going to wrap up in a bow. It's not going to be clear, and everyone's going to have a say. Each division's going to have a say on the road to the finals, and
Right, I
we'll
would
be
say that
there.
this year, unlike others, that there's no clear-cut winners in any of these regions, and it's going to come down to who's playing good baseball at the right time.
Yeah, that's exactly what baseball is. You just never know. Well, thanks for having me on the Juco Jam tab. Once again, for your junior college information, go to Dream Big Athletics, and I will see you on the next Juco Jam.
All right, adios, Lou.
You've been listening to Juco Jam. For all your junior college needs, go to dreambigathletics.com and make sure to tune in to next week's episode of Juco Jam.